A media tour to a part of the border previously off limits that now will be opened up to visitors. The idea for these so-called peace trails is to remind the world of the deep divide that still exists 70 years after the end of the Korean War.
I think the Demilitarized Zone is a good place not only to see untouched nature, but also the division and security situation of the two Koreas.
North Korea is just a little less than 2 kilometers away across the Han River. On the opposite bank, groups of workers clearly visible, and beyond them, fields and farms. For South Koreans and the growing numbers of tourists coming here, a glimpse of a society even more isolated after several years of the coronavirus pandemic. Defectors and families displaced from the north by the war live in many of Ganghwa County's towns. Now 83, Hwang Rae-ha was brought here as a 10-year-old and doesn't know if he has any family left.
I have a nephew here, but I don't know if any relatives are still alive in the north.
The influx of so many displaced families probably makes these communities more open to visitors, says businessman Choi Song-ho, whose father was a refugee.
The villagers welcomed the refugees and gave them a home. It's a cozy place that has no problem with visitors.
The creation of these peace trails began during the period of summit diplomacy several years ago, but was interrupted by fears of spreading swine flu and then COVID-19. After such a mixed stop-start history, all 11 trails are finally being opened to the public. But a project that was conceived during a time of thawing tensions is coming to fruition just as north-south relations across this heavily fortified border have once again deteriorated to their worst state in years. For many visitors, that tension is part of the appeal, adding to the fascination of one of the world's most intriguing frontiers. Rob McBride, Al Jazeera, Ganghwa County, South Korea.
Iran's army says that one of its vessels has collided